Namaste, Vanakkam. Welcome, family and friends. Back to the channel. It's me, Premi. Hi. I'm your oracle as well as your key holder from 3D to 5D. I'm always trying to help you with your ascension, whatever way it may, work out for you and however it may resonate. Hi, guys. So, I'm right now, healing, rejuvenating, which means that, um, I'm meditating and contemplating, reflecting on my journey from childhood until current moment. I'm on medication, I'm at home, I'm, relaxing, and I'm trying to take care of my body. And while I'm doing that, I'm contemplating and reflecting, right? Alignment, body, mind, spirit, aligned, and just doing the inner work, right? Having the teas, the spice teas, having the water, the veggie fruit, and doing my meditation, sitting outside in nature, right? Doing the thing, the inner work. And then while meditating, I started reflecting and I got some answers. So, guys, this is from my reflections. What if we were put in the families that we were put into in order to shape us those first 10, 15 years of our life, right? What if we were put into those situations to battle, right? To battle and to shape us and to get us to that space where we are triggered into using a gift that we have. Now, some of us didn't use the gift, some of us didn't know we had a gift, and some of us didn't, just completely ignored a gift, right? So we went into the situations that we were in. Now, what in case, right? um Afterwards, so in your 20s, in your 30s, finding partners that are karmic, finding partners that don't treat you well, because it's all about the lesson, right? Again, to trigger you into waking up, right? So that's the karmics, the karmic relationships, be it family member, friend, colleague, or even, a love partnership. So that happened. And then as you go on, right, to the next stage and the next, so work and, work, social situations, all that, the medical situations, education situations, the government problems and, everything, big pharma, all of that. So what if, like, from COVID onward, there was some kind of button that was pushed to, to intensify the remembering of, right? Because we didn't hear the messages before, we didn't pick up on the messages before, and then something happened with COVID where we were all triggered into remembering, and the intensity of the remembering is so fast that it's literally causing us illness. It's causing our body illness, because that's how fast the remembering is happening. So I was thinking, what in case it's like this? Because, guys, I got to be honest, throughout my life, I've had moments where I was, like, triggered into remembering, and I refused to remember. I always had an excuse, for whatever problem I was having, and, physical, so the body, mental, because of the stress of it, and spiritual, because you're getting the downloads and you're not listening, right? So, yeah, and the people that come into your life to trigger off the remembering, right? So I've had lots of opportunities to actually remember, and I refuse to remember because of the way you brought up, right? So it has to do with the indoctrinations, the belief systems, the patterns you've taught, been taught at school, at home, by adults, libraries, schools, universities, right? That kind of places. So we taught certain kinds of way of thinking, and then we, so when we have to be triggered into being authentic, yeah, it fights with that indoctrination. And we think, yeah, but this can't be because I've been taught that for the longest time. And since COVID, something's happened where we can't go back anymore. We can't use that excuse. We've been taught that way because we're seeing disclosures, lies, and corruption in front of our eyes. We're seeing it happen, and how do you close your eyes to that, right? Everywhere we're seeing it happening. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't close your eyes and say, I didn't see it, it didn't happen. So ascension is happening here. Ascension is happening. And the question is, yeah, are you gonna move with it? Are you gonna stand still? Or are you gonna close your eyes and say, no, I'll take like 10, 20, 30 steps backward? What are you going to do? And that's the situation that I'm seeing right now, and this is for my own life, right? Getting the messages, um, you know every time, and still trying to be a spiritual person, but if you're not healed, you're not going nowhere. you know you can't build something when you have a spiritual power, but you haven't healed your body from all the aches and pains, and you haven't healed your mind from all the trauma, right? that people have done to you. So if that is not healed, how can you start your spiritual journey and start building? That means you're building on a faulty foundation. You're building on lies told to yourself. So if you're not authentic to yourself, how can you build a spiritual practice helping other people find their authentic self when you are not there as yet? I'm just, playing devil's advocate now, and I'm just giving you this information as I'm getting it through. So hopefully my message reaches somebody and you understand what I'm trying to say, where I'm trying to go. And it's all good. It's all good. There is no, there's no I'm not trying to point a finger or anything. I'm just trying to help us to understand the journey, and why we're awakening right now, and why we're healing right now, and where we're going. Because that's the question, right? We have to be going somewhere with this healing, right? We have to be going somewhere. So where are we going with it, with this, and what are we trying to achieve, or what are they trying to achieve by getting us, into this movement? Where are we going with this? So I'm trying to figure that out, and I still come to the same conclusion. It's we're trying to build heaven on earth, which means we're trying to be the warriors, the superheroes that we never had and we're waiting for. We are that. That's us. We have to heal our shit, and we have to be that superhero, because we are building a new earth, a new frequency, a place of love for our children and grandchildren and great grandchildren. So we're building a legacy. There's no superhero coming to help you and I. It's us. We are it. Once we fully healed, once we sort out our shit, and once we see things the way it is, and once we start doing the body, the mind, and the spirit healing, all in one in all, heaven on earth. I'm sending you all lots of love, light, and blessings. Take care. Hurry up. That's it.